everyone, Ash here, and welcome to another episode of Special Talks. Today I'm going to be doing a series review. The series I'm going to be reviewing is called October Fraction. This is a brand new series on Netflix, and it stars Tamara Taylor and JC McKenzie, and is based on a graphic novel. So the plot of the series revolves around two monster hunters who go around hunting monsters. Yeah, that's why they're called monster hunters. But unknown to their teenage twins who think they're insurance salesmen. Things go crazy as the family move back to the old family home, and things start to get weird and secrets get exposed. And that's basically the plot without spoiling it. So this series dropped on Netflix without any big wahoo, there weren't any big trailers, there wasn't this big promotional ads for it. Now that's quite strange, because when you see one of these comic adaptations dropped on one of the streaming sites, you usually have a lot of, momentum behind them, And just like those adaptations that I mentioned, The Umbrella Academy, The Witcher, that wasn't a comic adaptation, but it was still a big adaptation. They had big budgets and big marketing promotions. This definitely feels like it's low budget, everything, even the sets and the costumes and special effects and everything. And it definitely feels like it was definitely dumped in January. But does that mean it's bad? We've seen some stuff that have been dumped in January and we thought they would be crap, but they turned out good. I'm going to say it's not bad. This is a really average show. Let's put it that way. As I said, it's nothing big about it. There's nothing flashy about it. It's sort of like an old couple of episodes of Buffy or Supernatural. One of these cheaper episodes of those two series. Things that I liked about the series, well, I did like the storyline, the main storyline, let's put it that way, because there's some other stuff which I'll get into later on, but the main storyline I liked the fact that basically these are secret agents, but secret agent monster hunters. I like that they have this undercover life, and there's all these gadgets, and there's this whole special operations tasked with hunting monsters. I like the whole lore of it, and I also like as I said, the plot, the twists and turns that goes on, which I can't get into because I don't want to spoil it in case you want to watch it. But there are a number of twists and turns throughout the episode that keeps it interesting. I also like the two leads. Now, I know a lot of people have said JC McKenzie looks way too old to be Tamara Taylor's husband. However, fun fact, Tamara Taylor is actually 1 month older than JC McKenzie. Yeah, that guy's definitely aged not well. Yeah, he didn't age well. Yeah, but she's actually older than him. Yeah, but he looks like her granddad. Both of the leads do a good job, and I like them. I didn't mind watching them throughout this series. Now, I can't say the same about the rest of the cast, because the acting and all of it kind of feels way too much like a B-movie acting and B-movie characters. There's no substance. They're just your typical cliche teens. They're moody, they're annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna get into my negative sort of now, because the strength of this TV show was definitely JC McKenzie and Tamara Taylor's chemistry together, and the whole main plotline. Everything else is kind of boring. The subplots, there's lots of different subplots about these twins, and yeah, it's not really exciting. Yes, we do discover that they have certain things, certain powers. That's no big spoiler, but the way they're shown, it's sort of a cliche, and it takes a long time to get going, these subplots, as the main storyline goes along. And I just wanted to get back to the main sort of quest whenever we're with the tweens. No, they're not twins, they're teens, not tweens. But anyway, I felt it's unnecessary and over long. Oh, another thing I did like were the practical effects. Now, the CGI effects, they definitely look low budget, as I mentioned, and you can tell there's sort of, it's like bad episodes of Supernatural. The special effects are not that bad, but the practical effects, when we see the monsters up close, that's cool. I did like the practical effects. The special effects, CGI, no, not so much. So yeah, you got good and bad when it comes to the special effects. Hi there, editing Ashley. I'm just pausing the review because there was one big thing that I wanted to say about the show that I forgot during my review in the car. I had it in my notes, but I missed it out. And that was that some of the episodes feel rushed, especially the ending to the whole series. Suddenly, you know, something's happening, and then in a blink of the eye, it's all resolved. And that happens quite about 3 or 4 times during the show. And I think definitely the pacing was off, but I wanted to mention it, especially about the ending where you feel that there's more to happen and then suddenly boop, it's all resolved. And that was one thing that really annoyed me. But anyway, that's it. Back to the review. So in conclusion, I would say October Fraction is an okay show to watch. You know, you can easily binge it. I think it's only 10 episodes. You know, some of the, as I said, some of the plot lines are quite cliche, but the main storyline is interesting, and I think if they had a bigger budget, maybe some better supporting actors, and you know, did some stuff, but I can see why it was sort of dumped, because yeah, it's nothing special, but it's nothing terrible. You know, give it a shot, watch a couple episodes. You know, you might like it, you might hate it. I didn't mind it, but it's definitely not a series that I would like to watch again. I think one viewing is enough. So yeah, I'm gonna give this 3 out of 5. You know, it's pretty average. Yeah, that's the best thing I can say about this show, but I didn't mind it. So anyway, that's it. If you did like this review, remember to hit that like button, and also if you are new to the channel, consider watching some of my other videos down below, and maybe even hitting that subscribe button, because it helps me out a lot. And I will see you next time for some more reviews. Bye bye.